Hey Internet, I'm the cow says Moo, and you're watching Dr. Moo Continuum Episode 7, a Minecraft 1.6.4 Let's Play with a whole bunch of mods installed. I've done quite a bit between this last episode and this one. I've scanned all kinds of different stuff with my thermometer here. Pretty much everything I can think of that I've found, I have scanned. I've got furniture and blocks and even all the potions and stuff in here, they're all scanned. Everything in all my chests. All the witchery stuff is scannable, which is awesome. Let's see, did I get all these heads and skulls and stuff? Yep, it looks like I did. Pretty much everything I can find I have scanned. So I've got just a ton of aspects now in my research table to start doing research with. We'll pop down here real quick. You may have noticed some changes up there too. I'll show you that in a sec. But as you can see, I've got just a ton of different aspects here now. And quite a few of each of them for the most part. There's a few that are pretty scarce, like weather and just some other bits and pieces here. But I've also got thaumium research notes in there, which I got while I was researching the different items with my thermometer, and I've got a bunch more here. I've got a couple duplicates. I think I've got 2 more thaumiums, and I've got a couple others with duplicates, but we can get those started at least from scratch without having to guess the aspects that go in them. And then we'll head up here real quick, and I'll show you what I've done out here. I've also done some more exploring, just by slipping into bat form, which I've decided is great for doing some exploring. It just makes flying around and finding these floating ruins and stuff much easier. You may have noticed that I've also moved some stuff to different overlays here, so now I've got my floating ruins and different dungeons and things on a separate overlay. Currently, on the overworld, all I've got is nodes for Thaumcraft, and then a couple bookmarks of places like I'm going to live, that sort of thing. But I've expanded the map a little bit, as you can tell. And I've also been playing around with this area down in here in my nice little valley. Used some bone meal and got some more grass and flowers and stuff, planted off some of the other little things that I've picked up from chests. These are fiddleheads. And rearranged my farm just a little bit, so now, oh, looks like you're ready to farm. Let's go ahead and whack you. Sweet. And we got an ender pearl. Very cool. There we go. Here we go. Just cut down one of the ponds, so now I've only got 1 instead of 2. Expanded my malaberries to block out things like that nasty skeleton that's wandering around over there. He might be able to get to me still, but it's a lot harder for mobs to get into my little secluded valley. As you can see, I've put down a bunch of pathways and stuff. I've used both gravel and then these, what are they called? Stone path? Just on top of the gravel to give it a little bit more texture. I think it looks pretty good. And I added a nice little bridge over a creek that I added here. And these are still my witchery plants that I've got growing. And it seems like they're limited to just 5 in one little area, because as soon as I harvest them, they grow back and fill back up to 5. So that's pretty useful. And of course I put up a little Christmas tree. I had found that in the chest a while ago and set up some presents. Planted a couple more things. I've got melon and pumpkin and carrots over there and potatoes over here, so I've pretty much got a full farm here now. All in all, I think it's looking pretty good down here, though. I'm happy with it, and not very many mobs can get in here anymore, so it's fairly safe, even though it's an outside space, which is kind of neat. Something a little novel in Minecraft. And then you come up here, and the pathway still leads you around. Oh, I did die one more time. Stupid spider, I was shooting him with a bow from bat form from way up high, and it turned out he had vengeance and I wasn't paying attention and he killed me. Whoops. I have an angry zombie here. There we go. Pathway leads around here to a new little hut. And it's not a very impressive hut, it's just tiny, but it does have this staircase going down, so let's see where it goes. down here to this interesting little room. This will be the beginning, or maybe the terminus, of a little railway that will go out to my other buildings. So far I've got this one on the map, which I showed you before. It's this nice little valley here. I think I'm going to make this kind of my Thumbcrafty sort of area. Or maybe it'll be something else, but I'm definitely going to do some building over here. And I think I might extend the rail to, I don't know, maybe I'll go past here and then down to this Mayan village, or I'm not sure. I'm going to use rails, though, at least a little bit in this game. At least going back and forth between this area and here. So, we'll see. And this is going to be the terminus of the railway on this end. Alrighty. And I do have one little pathway right over here that I know I can get in and out of, so therefore mobs can get in and out too. But this is going to lead out to the little road that I'm going to make between the Norman village and the Hindi village down there to the south. That Norman village, by the way, is exploding. It's just bursting at the seams. I think it's because I live so close to it, so they're always able to constantly build. The Hindi one's a little bit behind, but it's not doing too badly either. I should probably just pick up some stuff and move down near that Hindi one for a while, so I'm working down in that area. Maybe if we start doing some Thaumcraft stuff, I'll just take you down there for a while. Camp out in that temple or something. And then this area I've expanded a little bit more and set up some more trees, and this will be where I put my bees, I think. I like the idea of having the bees near my witches' huts, having all the little particle effects and stuff from the bees. So I think I'm going to put part of it here, and then just a apiary or two down in that little secluded glade I've got down there. So we'll see. Some glade. I've done a little bit more work on the hut. I've got kind of a second floor up there and a little more roof. Those thatch blocks are really getting to be kind of a pain to produce. I've got to grow a lot of wheat for those, but I'm getting there. That's about it, I guess, for showing off what I've been doing in the meantime. I've also gone mining, and like I said, I've hit several floating ruins and stuff, so I've got all kinds of goodies over here. Including... no, maybe we'll just start with this first. I would like to upgrade my backpack, I think, to a big backpack, and I've also been carrying around a crafting table with me for some reason, forgetting that I can make myself a crafting backpack, so I think I'm going to make both of those real quick. And I think I've got enough material here that I should be able to do large ones of each, so we'll see. Let's take a look. If not, we'll do a big backpack and just a small workbench, because the big workbench is not nearly as critical. Alright, so these are tanned leather, which is just 2 leather and 7 string per. And we need 8 of them, so 16 leather and 56 string. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay. So we'll get these going here. Oops. There's one. Okay. Get a little bit more string here and that'll be done. No problem. Cool. We just need 2 more. There we go. Nice. Alright, and then we put a workbench in the middle of one and a chest in the middle of the other, I think. Oh, don't even need anything in the middle of that one. But I think I'll stick to my green, so we'll get a cactus green out for that. And a workbench, or crafting table in the middle of that one. Cool. I wonder if I can use this one. This is one of the ones I made when I was just roaming around. we'll just throw them in here for now. I did expand on this just a little bit. I've got a hopper here going into another redstone furnace, and this was just making me some smooth stone, which, as you can see, is now finished. Excellent. Awesome. Because I used quite a bit of smooth stone when I was working down in that train station. Alright, let's get one more here. One more here. And we'll go ahead and see if we can make it with this. Nope. Alright. Not a big deal. I was just curious. Grab the regular one. There we go. We'll put that right there. And that now has some slots and a crafting backpack. Cool. And then we'll get this other one together. I should have a cactus die, I think. Yeah. There we go, and we'll just empty this one out and fill it in there, but I'll do that later. We don't need to do it right now. Wanted to get some of that stuff done, just so I don't have to carry a crafting bench around me. This backpack will be a combination of carrying capacity and a crafting bench, which is pretty cool. And it also doesn't drop items when you click out of the crafting table. It keeps them in there, so they're not dropping on the ground like they were just a second ago. Alrighty. I think maybe we'll get started on a little bit of this research and do just a little bit more on camera. I know we did the one the other day, but I've got thaumium in here, and it looks like it is a magical metal, so that should be pretty easy. Let's pick metallum. Okay, so that one. And probably magic. Yep, there we go. Okay. So how do we want to do this? Not very good at this part yet, so. Let's see. Alright, and then I think we've got to move these, probably. Oh, I guess we've got to turn them back off again here. That was this one. Oh, that's probably good. This one up here, metal. That'll work. So here, here, there, there. That should probably do it. Let's get those back. Oh. There we go. Since this one was connecting over here, obviously it wasn't going through the right ones, and so I blocked it off with that one. Nice. And there we go. Now we can research thaumium, and if we'll look that up, let's see how that goes. Alchemy, thaumium. Looks like we need 4 precontatio in a crucible, and then throw in an iron ingot, you get thaumium. Not too bad. That's pretty easy. Seems pretty straightforward. We do have a second page. Oh, you can make all the different tools out of it, of course. Oh, and armor as well. Cool. Alright, let's grab one more of those, I think, and we'll do that as well. What do we want? Goggles of Revealing. That sounds like a good one. Gold wand caps. That actually sounds pretty good too. Let's just take both of those. We'll get those, bust those out real quick and see what we can do with them. Gold wand caps. That will probably be... you think it'll be a metal as well? Yep. Okay. Maybe greed because that's gold. Oh yeah, there's already a red, green check mark there, so we know that that takes gold. Okay, so that's this one. I don't think I can get it done with that. We need to find another thing that goes in there. Maybe magic? No. Wonder if there's a way to tell how many components are part of this. I don't think that's enough though. Well, let's see what we can do with this. Greed. Alright, let's get greed back and metal back. Yeah, no, see, that's not quite enough to be able to do it. I wonder what else. Instrument, maybe? Ah, there we go. That helps. But it's still not going to be enough. See, so if I activate it right now, it'll go from here to here, and then not be able to make it to that other node. So I need one more node to be able to get to it. What else might it be? Probably not, but we can give it a try. Fire tool. Yeah, tool was one of them. Undead, craft, hunger. Oh, it looks like it just scoots over one thing. That's fine. No, no. Well, I don't really see anything that is obvious, so we'll just pick a few of these that might be. Weapon, no. Weather. Well, I do know that it's possible that not all of these research notes are actually researchable. You can't complete them. If those are the only 3 in this, I can't complete it. I'm not seeing anything that's jumping out at me. Let's see if we can read this or anything. Get any clues out of it? Nope. Okay. Well, let's try the other one. Maybe that one can't be done. I'll go back and take a look at it again later, maybe. But they're pretty far apart, so. Alright, so we're going to go here to here to here. So let's just pull a couple of these obvious ones out of the way. There we go. And then this is goggles of revealing. So what we're doing is sensing things. So I think I'm going to start with sense. And there should be something in here that's got a green check mark already, so maybe we'll look for that too. Oh, it's sense. Okay, there we go. So those three. So let's move you here. And you. Here. And what was the other one? This one? Yep. That might actually do it on its own. Wow. Okay, so we didn't need to find any others. Cool. We can make goggles of revealing. That's awesome. Let's look those up. They're over here in Artifice, apparently. Arcane Workbench, and it requires a bunch of stuff in a wand that we actually have. Hey, let's go ahead and make them. I didn't expect to be able to make them. Alright, what was that again? 4 leather, 2 gold, and thermometers, which is a couple gold. Okay, cool. And a bunch of crystals. And a piece of glass. Alright. What was it? Blue? I don't remember. I'm sure you're all very surprised about that. Blue, red, white. Green, yellow, dark. Alright, so there's the second one. And then let's go there. And it's going to pull all of these out of my wand. And I've got it. Sweet. Let's see what that does in this version. Anything? Nothing obvious right away, but I bet we can see nodes. Oh yeah, see, you can see nodes already. Ah, that's awesome, actually. So you can see them a long ways away. Because that one's the one on my map down there to the southwest. This one... that one might be one that I hadn't found yet, so that's even better. Cool. However, we did have to get rid of our thermometer for that, so maybe I'll make another thermometer real quick, too. Gold. Oh. Way to go, cow. Gotta do it in the crafting table here. The arcane crafting table. Blue, red, green, yellow. There we go. Now we've got that back. And I think for now I can probably just leave those goggles off. So we'll drop this off in here, I guess. We probably don't... Oh, V discount 5%. That's pretty cool. Whereas this one is plus 10%, so we're down to 105% fee. That's actually pretty sweet. Alright, well, that's enough researching for right now. I don't want to do a ton of that on camera. Once you've seen it done a few times, it's a little boring, in my opinion, to watch, so we'll just leave that at that. The next thing I was kind of wanting to do is, I think, get started on those bees. I did find some alveary blocks, which I think I put up in the chest up here. Where are those spiders? They're driving me bonkers. I don't see them. Aha. Come on, one more point, spider. Thank you. I think I put the alveary blocks up here. I did, but I forgot to grab slabs, of course. Alright, well, let's go back and get those real quick. And I've marked out that space in sand where I think I want to put the alveary. And I can't decide if I want to put apiaries up there too, or if I just want to put apiaries down here scattered around, so I get the little bee particles. But we will grab some slabs here. There we go. I also don't know if you can bury, or partially bury, I mean, a alveary. So we'll give that a try here real quick. And if not, we'll dig it up and put it fully on the surface. But I'd like to dig it down 1 or 2 blocks. Alright. Just because a big 4-block high multi-structure doesn't sound very appealing right here. So we'll see if we can do it here. And I've got a couple other fancy blocks for these alvearies in here, and we'll figure those out eventually and use them. But for the time being, I just want to see if this will work. Looks like it does. Cool. Let's just grab like a meadows and throw her in there and see if we get bees working. I've got some flowers around. Yep. Okay, cool. Looks like everything looks pretty good here. We're not getting any errors. I haven't seen her life bar go down quite yet, so I just want to make sure that it does. Oh, yeah, looks like we're working. Excellent. Nice. That'll do very well right there. Oh, and I'm starting to see particle effects. Good. Alright, maybe we'll take a couple apiaries, because I think I had some of those too. Yeah, there we go. And put some of them down here. Let's grab another meadows. Grab a tropical, I guess. And a forest. Do I have any forest? Oh yeah, there's forest. Alright. We'll put them down here just so we get a little bit of bee action down here as well. I've never used an alveary. I've never got teched up quite that far in the bees to be able to do it, so I think this will work. We'll put one right here. Put one of the safe ones there. I'll put my tropical bees over here because I don't have quite as much need to come over here. Yeah, like right here. There we go. as good a spot as any, I guess. I was going to try to push them back even a little bit further, but I guess I could do it. If I break these, I could do it right here. Maybe I'll put it there instead. That's a better spot. A little safer, a little further away from me. Well, I'm not getting poisoned every now and then. There we go. And then one over here somewhere. But I just put it right here. Cool. So now I'll have some bees buzzing around. It just seems appropriate for some reason to have bees down in this little valley along with everything else I've got going on. Cool. Alright, well, let's sleep the night here real quick. Get all those bees going. Make sure everybody's happy. This is my upstairs room right now. It's a little bit bigger, and I can't decide if I actually like it a little bit bigger or not. But I do have a balcony here, which is pretty cool. And it prevents me from jumping out accidentally and falling to my death, which is nice because I've certainly done that a few times. Alright. Make sure these bees are doing pretty good, and maybe we'll take a look at maybe automating that alveary a little bit, but that will probably take a little bit of research on my part just because I don't quite know how they work. I've never used them. Alright, looks like everybody's happy there. You guys happy over here? Yeah, looks like it. Cool. Run away so they don't poison me. And you're happy? Cool, so we've got some bees going. I've got one more apiary. I might throw it down somewhere. I might just take it back up top, actually, and put it up next to my alveary. But I think I will do a little bit of alveary research, and we will come back and play with that in a little bit. Alright, so I looked up alvearies, and they actually look like they're super simple. And the only blocks I have right now for them are the hygroregulator, which affects humidity, so I can make drier. Well, I assume I can make drier, but I can certainly make more damp, so like jungle type. And then stabilizer, which prevents things from mutating, which obviously I'm not going to want to do at the moment, but eventually that might come in handy. The main thing, though, I think I need to figure out is my pipes with this new set, because I am not too familiar with what I've got here. I don't have Buildcraft, and I'm used to having Buildcraft. So we will try these new item ducts that I just created and see if we can't get them figured out. I am probably going to want my crescent hammer too. Let's see. There we go. Obviously I swapped out my backpacks while I was just piddling around. There we go. Let's see. I want you to extract, I think. And then come up like this. And then there. Okay. And now if we... Nope. That's not what I want. Nope, that doesn't do it either. Alright. Time to use... Oh, apparently there's a new mob called a Blizz, which I think is added by the new version of Thermal Expansion. I ran into one when I was just snooping around, didn't really quite know what it was, what I was killing until I was done, and looked at my morph, and I'm like, Blizz, I wonder what that is. Didn't drop anything, so I'm not sure. Oh, no, wait, actually, maybe he did drop something. Maybe it was some sort of ice thing. But anyway, let's see. Doesn't look like it's doing anything right now. Maybe it needs a redstone signal. Well, we'll let this guy die off and see what happens. Shouldn't take too long, but I'll be back in a second. Alright, so the bee just died, and it doesn't look like this is popping out here yet. So I hit the wiki real quick, and it sounds like if I attach a pneumatic servo to this, it gives me an option to turn off a redstone signal. Or I can just attach a redstone signal to this, but I'd rather not use redstone signals out here with levers and buttons and stuff. So let's go back and get a quick pneumatic servo here. And I am in bat form, that's why I can fly here. Bat form is very convenient when you're building things because it's only one space. It occupies only one space. So you can just fly into tight spaces like, see, right above those chests and stuff, and get into small holes. And then obviously it flies, which is very convenient when doing things like my roof and that sort of thing. Alright, so servo is 2 iron, 2 glass, and a redstone. Piece of cake. 2 iron, 2 glass, and a redstone. And I'm doing this backwards, I think. Yep, of course I am. There we go. Alright, now let's see if we can get this going. Alright. We just right click it. Oh yeah, pneumatic servo's been installed, and now what? Oh no, that turned it off. So how are you supposed to get into it? Well, it was installed, but it's not letting me... I'll give it back. That's good, I guess. If it's not going to work, I'd like it back. Based on what I read, it sounded like it should give me a GUI now. Maybe it's from in here. No. A little more research, I guess. Well, we'll get this figured out. And then once we get these pipes figured out, we'll be able to hook them up to the alveary as well. But I just need to do a little more playing around with my new pipes, I guess. But I think we're at probably 40 minutes or so, so I think I'm going to wrap up this episode, and I'll play around with those pipes, and we'll get those figured out, and then we can start automating these bees, and move on to something else. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and you'll come back to join me next episode. In the meantime, have fun, and keep mooing.